Hey there, this is Rajat here from StartupFrat welcoming you to this video. And in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to go over some of the training that we already did during the anniversary celebration back on Saturday. And I got a bunch of feedback from people saying that video got a little too long. It was difficult to find the training among the celebrations. So yes, we completed 2 years of the StartupFrat Hangout, which is our Facebook mastermind, on April 9th. And yeah, we had a 2.5 hour live stream, and I understand it may have become difficult to find the actual value training, in between all the celebrations. But hey, I just wanted to give you a taste of what it is like to be a StartupFrat, either Academy member or a, services customer of StartupFrat, which is our agency. But what I've done is I'm going to give you a quick run through of the commission sellers part of the training, which is if you're a commission seller, if you're a financial product seller, real estate broker, network marketer, or even if you're into selling Bitcoin or affiliate marketing or anything like that, then I'm just going to cover the training real quick for you over here, and the detailed video of the training, which is about 45 minutes long. If you just head over to startupfrat.club/YouTube, just head over to startupfrat.club/YouTube. You can watch the entire 45-minute training. It's no fluff. I've cut out only that part of the training, which is going to be value only. So you you can watch it with focus and start implementing it in your business. So if you are a small business owner, like a restaurant owner, salon owner or something like that, travel agency owner, if you're a coach, consultant, trainer, author, speaker, if you're a practitioner, which means you're a doctor, lawyer, chartered accountant, or architect with your own private practice, then what are the current roadblocks that you may be facing that you may not have recognized, and what are the solutions that you can implement? It's also got the commission training, commission selling training in detail with the mind map. However, I'm just going to cover the commission selling over here, just real quick so you can have it at hand. For the more detailed training, 45 minutes, just head on over to startupfrat.club/YouTube. All right, now let's get cracking. What are the three big parameters in which we have been assessing the efficacy, the efficiency of the business model if you're a commission seller? So what we did was we looked at the aggregation model, and we took inputs from there, and we're thinking about information, trust, and delivery. How does the customer get information that you exist? How do they develop the trust that you're the best person in the market to do business with? And then what is the delivery model? How do you really provide the value to the customer in return for which you're getting paid? Okay. Now in commission selling, this becomes very, very difficult, because you have to establish yourself as well as establish the brand. So the company is probably already doing some of their branding, but you got to have your own branding as the go-to person. So the information part, how does the customer get information that you exist? How do you establish trust? All this is usually done in the shadow of the company, and this is not really working. If you see network marketing and all this financial product selling, if you're in that kind of a business, you would know that for the past few years, and I'm talking about pre-COVID era, I'm talking about the last probably 5 to 8 year period, things have really slowed down. And things have really slowed down because after the invention of the smartphone, information has become more at hand, and the attention span of the customer has become reduced. So you're really not adding any value by providing the same information that customer already has access to from other sources. And then in addition to that, the customer's attention span is also reduced, so much so that there's not enough time to deliver a 45-minute show the demo, show the plan, show the return sheet, or whatever the the financial return calculation that you show to the customers. So you need to operate in that environment. What are the pros, what are the cons, what are some of the ideas that you can start working with? All right. So what is the current model? I'm just going to go through what is the current model and what are the problems that you face. And these are going to go through stuff that you probably never heard from your company if you attend your company trainings, or even if you have like an upline or an accountability partner in your company. Nobody ever talks about these things because everybody is following the same old model. Okay, so we're going to go through the problems, and if you resonate with the problems, then you'll probably find the solutions, solutions also exciting. All right. Also, I'm going to give you a resource at the end where if you like this discussion, you're like, okay, this is hitting the spot. then I'll give you a resource where you can find me and meet me and, just figure out how you and I can work together. I can help you to solve some of these problems. Okay. What is the biggest problem? The biggest problem, how does the customer get information that you exist, which is you yourself outside of the company brand? How does the customer get information that you exist? So what people do is, people are going either, if you're into commission selling, if you're selling mutual funds, insurance, if you're selling network marketing or anything like that, what I've seen people do is, the first thing is they go and approach physically. And on the digital side also, if they're approaching people, they approach manually. So this is manual approach, either physical or digital. Okay, so just let me write manual over here. Manual approach, whether it's physical or digital, which basically means the very first time you approach somebody, it's first of all, it's slow for you. And secondly, it's a little high pressure for the customer, because this is the first time you're introducing the idea to them. And probably they're in a position where they have to say yes or no. Their chances are they're going to say no, even if they say yes, because they know you from somewhere. They're your relatives, friends, you got a reference from somebody else. Even if they say yes, they're going to be on their guard. Okay, so the information has not been presented to them in an impartial environment, which means they are either beholden to you, or if they're not beholden to you, they're seeing the information in a sudden fashion and they're more likely to say no. Okay. And the second thing is that both of these methods are basically manual. Why do I say that the digital method is manual? Is because I see 95% of the people basically going into these Facebook groups or Instagram or whatever it is, and then just spamming with their whatever they want to approach, just spamming out their company links or something like that. Okay. And it doesn't work because it's out of context. And the second big reason is that even if you do this activity like 12 hours a day, it's not reaching enough number of people. You don't have enough leads at the end of it. And the people who actually respond to your IMs or DMs are more of the chatty kind of people. It's very difficult to move them from DM to actionable stage. So they keep asking you questions because you reach them via DM through a spammy message that you gave them in a group or something like that. They are more likely to respond via DM, then you respond via DM, then they respond via DM, and it never gets out of that mode. Or you can say, hey, if you're interested, come to this link, or hey, if you're interested, call me. That jump is never happening because of the environment in which you gave them this outreach. The second thing is, so basically you waste your time 12 hours a day, 30 days a month, and then at the end of that, you have like 4 or 5 good leads, 4 or 5 good conversations. Okay. On the other side, this method is not volume. It's not playing the volume game, which basically means even if you yourself know only 300 to 500 people in your personal circle, even by doing manual spamming on Facebook groups or whatever it is, Instagram or whatever it is, you will not be able to get out of that little limitation that you have, that is, you can only approach so many people in a month or in a year. That is the biggest limitation. Okay, I'm going to show you how to break through that limitation later. Second, pattern recognition. Every single method of approaching that has been taught to you either by your upline or by your company or by anybody else in the industry. Okay, I've seen a lot of commission selling experts also online who've been giving good advice. And the problem is that the advice is all dated. The advice may be coming to you through Facebook, which means they are doing digital, but the advice that they're giving you is manual, which is they're saying, hey, get motivated, do this, do that, or whatever. And the model that has been promoted to you belongs to 1955. It's an age-old model, which is find your friends, family references, or find other things, and then ask those prospects if they want to make more money, build a better retirement, etc., etc. If the person says yes, then slap them with your company plan, which will 45-minute demonstration or something like that. And it creates a pattern recognition where the prospect's mind is already closed when you approach. Okay, the moment you say you want to make money, I've gotten into a business, I have a business project, whatever it is that comes out of your mouth, they have a preconceived notion of what it is you do, whether it's network marketing or you're selling them a mutual fund or whatever it is. They have a preconceived notion, and they may say yes in the beginning, but the answer in their mind is already no. Okay, so you can come in and waste their time and all that, and then none of these things are going to go anywhere. And because very frustrating, I've seen so many network marketers They say it's so frustrating. I wish the prospect would understand my side of my point of view. And these prospects say they have a preconceived notion, they're stupid, whatever it is. Right? It's very frustrating to the operator, which is you, to actually break that pattern recognition. Okay, the only way to break pattern recognition is not create pattern recognition, not trigger it in the first place. Right? Okay. I mean, look at it from the consumer's point of view. Every single person as a consumer who has ever called me and said, I'm your new relationship manager, I want to come and, re-verify your KYC. We have some very good, things I want to show you. I know it's going to be a mutual fund pitch. Very simple. It's going to be a mutual fund pitch. And these days it's going to be a minimum bar of, hey, we only accept minimum 3 lakh rupees a year or 25 lakh rupees a year, 50 lakh rupees a year in corpus. So the bar is increasing because the commissions are decreasing. And the model is the same. Hey, I'm your new relationship manager. It must have happened with you, right? Your new relationship manager. I was just looking at your account, you're losing money. I would want to come down and talk to you. And basically it's going to be a mutual fund pitch. Okay. So pattern recognition kills it. Now, second thing, how are you currently building trust? How are commission sellers currently building trust with the customer? Okay. They're constantly speaking the language of the company. The customer's already heard the language of the company, and if you come in and waste my time and speak the language of the company, it is disrespectful. I find it to be disrespectful if a person comes in and they're talking to me the language of the company, which I already know about, I've already heard from 1,000 other people. The biggest problem is that you're representing a company that has 10,000 other representatives promoting the same product that you're promoting. All right? You have 10,000 other reps. That means Amway's biggest competition is not Vestige. Amway's biggest competition is all the other network marketers who are promoting Amway. Okay, Max Life's competition is not ICICI Prudential. If you're a Max Life advisor, your biggest competition is all the tens of thousands of people who are promoting Max Life to the same customers. Okay, so that's a big problem. So if you're constantly speaking the language of the company, you're never going to gain trust because you're not adding value. Okay, which is probably my next point, nil value addition. Okay, you're telling the customer something that is already available on Money Control and something that they're already watching on YouTube and Facebook and things like that. Okay, so it becomes very, very difficult regardless of what jargon it is that you come to the customer with, regardless of how much you believe in the product because you yourself are invested in the product, etc., etc. It doesn't matter. The net value addition to the customer, you're not giving them any aha moment. They're not learning anything new when you come to them or when you call them or anything like that. Okay. The third thing is, because your commission is tied up in the actual sale, the back-end sale of the insurance policy or the mutual fund sale or the network marketing product or whatever it is, because your revenue or your commission is tied up in that sale, anything you say is going to be distrusted upfront. Anything you say is going to be distrusted upfront. Yeah, so if you say, hey, network marketing is better as compared to trying to build your retirement through Bitcoin, it may be better, but they're not going to trust it because you're a network marketer. Similarly, if you say, well, mutual fund is better than trying to invest in stocks yourself because mutual fund is handled by, more qualified people whose job it is to actually look at the trends in the market and they're constantly looking at your portfolio 24 hours a day, all days of the week. That's why you should invest in mutual funds. That may be true, but it is untrustworthy because your commission is tied up in that. So obviously you're going to say that, right? So the trust is never there. Whatever option you try, the trust is zero. Okay, the trust is zero. Okay, then it comes to, my phone is listening to me. Just let me cancel that. Okay, then it comes to delivery. What is the value you're giving to the customer? What is the value you're getting? Okay. First of all, you yourself have no direct cash flow. Which means you're so dependent on the back end sale, and the company controls the rate of it. The company controls the payout cycle of that. Company controls the commission slab that you're going to earn, etc. Whatever that plan is that you're working in accordance with, because you have no direct cash flow, you have no direct control over the business. Because you have no direct control over the business, you have no control over the product. That means you have no control, You cannot make the product be differentiated as opposed to the competition, because you don't control the product. The second thing is you cannot evolve the product. The product is still the same old. Okay, so you cannot add flavor to the product because it's the same old. You don't control the product. Okay, and the biggest problem is that 85% of the effort is tied up in finding, convincing, and getting customers to sign. Okay, that's 85% of the effort. And the rest 15%, which is the encashment, only comes after the check has been signed. Or in the case of network marketing, even after the check has been signed, the prospect has to work with you over long periods of time for you to be able to encash huge profits, for them to be able to encash huge profits. It's a very long cycle. 85% of the effort that you do in this game creates no cash flow whatsoever. No cash flow whatsoever. When you make a list, there is no cash flow. When you call them, there is no cash flow. When you meet them, there is no cash flow. Even when you get them to sign, there is no cash flow. Probably if you're very lucky, the company has a fast payout cycle, they have a high commission rate, they're going to make a payment to you, fast, and the commission rate is high, you'll have, good money, hopefully. Otherwise, 85% of the activity you do in the field attracts no cash flow whatsoever. So you're tied to the product sale, and the product sale is only 10% of the game. The rest 90% of the game is building databases, making sure the customer is convinced of the brand, making sure, I do surveys. So when I do webinars, I do surveys, and invariably, 80% of the people who have been in whatever business, commission selling business for up to 2 years, have an income that is either less than 15,000 rupees, 65% of the cases. The rest of the 15% people have an income that is less than 50,000 rupees. And if you live in any city of India today, tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, you cannot raise a family in 50 grand. So if you worked in your commission selling business for 2 years and your income is not above 50 grand, then there's a problem. Okay. Now, what is the StartupFrat model? StartupFrat model is very, very simple. First of all, bring everybody to a Facebook group. The first thing that they should hear from you is, hey, I'm adding some value, etc., I'm helping you to make money or whatever. I'm going to show you what the pitch should be. The next action the prospect should take is just join my Facebook group for free. Very simple. Just join my Facebook group for free. That's literally what I've been doing for the last 2 years. If you're watching this in the Facebook Hangout, you will see that there are 25,000 people listening to me at all times. Okay, regardless of whether they buy from me, don't buy from me, I've got the eyeballs locked onto me. Okay. By the way, if you're watching this video anywhere outside the StartupFrat Hangout, the first action I want you to take is get current, be a part of the mastermind. Just go to startupfrat.club/Facebook. Okay, just go to startupfrat.club/Facebook, and that's where our mastermind is, where you get all the current videos and everything like that. Okay, all the current activity is there. All right. So first thing is you should have a Facebook group. Okay. Now I have a separate video on why Facebook groups are much more powerful than having email marketing, than having WhatsApp groups and things like that. I won't go into it right now, but a Facebook group is literally the most powerful thing for the long term. The most powerful thing for the long term. Okay. And not only me, like many of my community members, you will see, have developed Facebook groups. They've developed authority through Facebook groups, and they have running income coming in from their Facebook groups, literally a customer inquiry every single day, one customer inquiry every single day. So if you go ahead and watch that video I told you about, the full detailed video of this training that we did on April 9th on Saturday, startupfrat.club/YouTube, you'll find that video, and just watch the whole thing. I've gone through individual community member studies on how people are building these Facebook groups, how they're getting constant inbound business, like your own private well. Every time you're thirsty, you dip your bucket in it, and boom, water comes up. You can pull up some water and and drink it. Okay, that's like it. Okay, Facebook group. Second, trust. How do you build trust? First of all, your focus should not be on product; it should be on the market. Focus should not be on product; it should be on the market. There are 4 big markets. Okay, 4 big markets where every customer knows that they cannot buy a result. They have to earn the result. Okay, there are 4 big markets. Every customer knows result is not guaranteed. Okay, they have to earn it and not buy it. Okay, what are these 4 big markets? The first one is the make money market. The second is the healthcare market, health. Okay. The third market is relationships. And the fourth market is skill building. Yeah, key thing about these markets is a result cannot be bought, it has to be earned. Which means what? Yes, your mutual fund advisor will come and give you all the nice things and all the advice and tell you to invest with them. But if you ask them, will you guarantee and write it down that I'm going to get this result? The answer is no, they can't. Okay, the answer is no, they can't. This result has to be earned, it cannot be bought. Okay. Second thing is the healthcare market. If you ever go to a medical institution like a hospital, there is no guarantee that they will make you healthy. They cannot guarantee that they will make you healthy. Hospitals don't give health, and mutual funds don't give wealth, and schools don't give education. I mean, they give education, but whatever education today schools and colleges are giving is useless in the market. There is no guarantee when you join an MBA school, even the topmost of them, that you're going to get a certain type of job. The answer is no, they don't guarantee. They cannot guarantee. The market is too fast moving and difficult. Relationships, we don't have any institutions in India, but even if you were to follow all the relationship books written by all the top guys and everything, it doesn't really guarantee. You have to work on these relationships to earn the relationship. It doesn't guarantee just because you're a good person, your spouse is going to act in a certain fashion and things like that. The thing has to be built, it has to be earned. Okay, so these are the four markets where you should focus on. So for example, if you're into network marketing, you can have a make money angle, or you can have a health angle, or you can have a relationships angle, okay, or you can have a skill building angle. Okay, there are different reasons why people do network marketing. Some people are interested in making money. so that kind of pitch or hook will attract them, provided your pitch is not directly about the network marketing company. It should be about the industry, which is how does the make money industry work? How does active income work? How does passive income work? What are the different avenues of active income? What are the different avenues of passive income, right? Second, health. A lot of people get into network marketing because the products are amazing. The products are absolutely killer. Yeah, almost all the good self-respecting network marketing companies have great products, and that's why people are interested in taking care of their own health. They know that nobody else, including their hospital and nothing else, can guarantee that they will have good health. Even the food that we are eating today is polluted and things like that. So they want to have access to good healthcare information plus good supplements. Okay, so health. Third is relationships. A lot of people get into network marketing because they want to be a part of a good community. And they may also get into network marketing because the spouses can work together. Spouses can work together and build the business. So if one spouse is overworked at their job, the second spouse can, handle the business, helps build the relationship among them. All right. The next thing is skill building. Things like public speaking, things like selling skills, phone skills, more confidence. All of these things are built while doing a network marketing business. Okay. So that's another reason why people would join a network marketing business. So it's not all of it is a make money thing. There are different ways that you can attract prospects to network marketing, provided it is not just directly linked to your network marketing page, provided you're not coming across as a hungry, wolf who's pouncing on people and getting them to, getting them invested in you as fast as possible. Okay. Second, do-it-yourself options. In every one of these markets, there has to be a do-it-yourself option. There has to be a do-it-yourself option, which means if you were to get rich, how would you do it yourself without ever needing me? How would you do it yourself without ever needing me? Okay. In my case, before I ever promote any of my products, I always provide the customers a do-it-yourself option. In fact, in my webinars, almost the first 3/4 of the webinar is all about do-it-yourself option. This is how you can do it yourself. You don't need to meet me from tomorrow. This is how you can do it yourself. You don't need to meet me from tomorrow. This is how you can do it yourself. You don't need to meet me from tomorrow. And towards the end, I give them an option. If you still would like to work with me, here are the options, right? That's how it should be. So provide them the do-it-yourself option and free them, unshackle them. Yeah, unshackle them. Nobody likes a sales pitch that tells them that this is the only way to achieve X, Y, and Z result. Yeah, nobody appreciates that. And today people have so much information, they have so much access, so many options, that even if you said, hey, Bitcoin is the next big thing, if you don't do Bitcoin, you'll be missing out. Well, it could be true, but nobody wants to hear that, and it comes across as cheesy, forceful. Nobody likes that. Okay. So provide do-it-yourself options. Third, Collaborate and provide all the options to the customer. What does collaboration mean? So if you're a network marketer and the customer is thinking, I'm going to get my retirement through mutual funds. If I'm going to get my retirement through stock, putting my money in stock, I'm going to get my retirement through putting my money in property, or I'm going to build my retirement by putting my money in Bitcoin or something like that. Or I'm going to get my retirement by putting all my money into a business on the ground. Okay, business on the ground. Then all of these options you should be able to provide to the customer. Now, obviously, if you're one person, you're not going to have 10 fingers and toes in 10 different industries. What is the best way to do that is to have one of your friends who's an insurance salesperson, be ready at hand in case a prospect says, I thought, I just want to buy some insurance and that should insure me, otherwise I'm already all set. Or I thought I'm going to build my retirement through mutual funds, or I thought I'm going to build my retirement through Bitcoin. You should have friends, alliances, partners in every one of these industries so that you can offer all of these options to the prospect. You can offer all of these options to the prospect and absolutely split the commission with your friend, man. If your friend is going to sell a mutual fund deal and make 20,000 rupees commission on it, they should absolutely be able to split the commission with you if you're the one bringing the prospect, right? And you can absolutely work these deals with your near and dear ones, or you can be a part of a community where other people are doing all of this stuff and you're able to you're able to collaborate with them in a trusted environment where the customer is going to belong to you. Even if somebody else ends up selling something to them, throughout that life cycle you will be able to get encashment out of whatever product they sell. Okay, towards the end of this video I'll give you a resource for that as well. Okay, collaborate and provide all the options to the customer. Third, become the de facto authority on your front end product. Okay, what we recommend you do is have a hot samosa product at the front end. Have a hot samosa product at the front end. So if you're in the financial market, okay, you should have a information product on how to make money. What are the different ways to make money? What are the ones that you suggest? Okay, if you're in entering, let's say, network marketing through the health area, you should know all the options that the customers have to get health. Okay, imagine you're trying to promote a supplement, something like this. You're trying to promote something like a supplement to them, and they say, well, I don't believe in supplements. I think that in the morning, if I do yoga for 45 minutes, I'm forever going to be healthy. You should have a product like a yoga class or a do-it-yourself yoga product, or some recordings of you doing certain yoga saying, hey, I've developed a technique of yoga that is probably the best in the market. If that interests you, why don't you get started with me? Okay, so you should have a front-end hot samosa product that immediately encashes with every handshake. Okay, the second best benefit of having a hot samosa product is a hot samosa product exchanges cash immediately. Okay, immediately. And then what happens is you can reach out to cold prospects throughout the internet using paid advertising. You can pay agencies like SMS agencies. You can pay newspaper vendors in the correct society, which is a upmarket society where people are more likely to pay higher for healthcare information and products. Newspaper vendors have this information. SMS agencies have this information. Aggregators have this information. Facebook has this information. Facebook has 50 crore people from India in their database. Okay, and you can slice and dice. You can go inside. If you have a full business KYC with the Facebook algorithm, you can build your entire databases within Facebook using a technique called the full funnel strategy. You can absolutely test hundreds of different markets using a Facebook ad budget of less than probably 10,000 rupees a month, and pretty much know which direction you have to strike, how you have to strike, what you have to say, okay, and how you have to encash. Okay, so a front-end hot samosa product, first of all, is highly encashable. It's all cash in the bank. Second thing is, because it pays you immediately, you can use that money as float to invest in marketing and reach hundreds of thousands of people in the space of 30 days. Okay, yes, you can absolutely do that, even if you're a small player, even if you're just getting started with Facebook or with online advertising or anything like that. Okay, let's go to delivery. And once you have all of these things together, you can have a multi-product environment. You can have a multiple product environment, all of which you can list either on your Facebook products group, or you can list on a free e-store like on InstaMojo. And then what you focus on is you focus on building authority around that. Focus on building authority around the health angle. Focus on building authority around the make money angle. Don't always only speak the language of the company. There is so much of information out there. Be able to package and slice and dice information so that the customer gets some clarity. You bring them out of their comfort zone, you're able to show them a new world, you're able to establish authority, and then they trust you. Okay, and the ultimate trust is the exchange of a little bit of money for a front-end hot samosa product, which product itself is designed to build authority. The product is not designed to do anything else except to build authority in the mind of the customer, so that the customer keeps coming back to you for more and more information, more and more advice, at which point you can bring them into all your other product lines. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of the training today. Now what I want to do is I want to give you two resources. One is if you want to collaborate with other people who are in your industry who are doing this at scale, building their own authority, etc. I want you to head over to startupfrat.club/community, where I have got a few of my community members in honor of our 2nd year anniversary, and they've given some free resources, they've pledged some of their time. Some people have been able to provide their calendars. If you want to get a free consultation with any member of our community, they'll be more than happy to spend 45 minutes on the phone with you. Okay, it's absolutely free. All right. The second thing is, if you want to meet me and understand over a 2-hour long session how to put all of this stuff together inside of a 2-week period, then you should head on to startupfrat.club/webinar, startupfrat.club/webinar, and you should be able to book a slot with me to meet me over a 2-hour session. Okay. And regardless of what you do, just head on over to startupfrat.club/YouTube, because you need to watch that 45-minute training. At the end of that 45-minute training, I've got a very special live interview that I've done on camera that I did the other day, and some of it got lost because the video was too long. But I've done a very special interview at the end with another person who's into network marketing, and who was able to use one of these 4 markets. Actually, he was able to use the relationships hook approach, which is how to improve couples relationships. How he was able to use this front-end hot samosa product. He was able to invest starting with about 7,000 rupees a month in paid advertising. Today he's doing about 30,000 rupees a month. In the very first month, he was able to get 70,000 rupees in front-end revenue, which is 7,000 rupees in advertising turned into 70,000 rupees in front-end revenue. Today he's doing about 30,000 rupees a month in revenue in ads, and he's making about 2 lakh rupees in front-end revenue, and thus bringing hundreds of these prospects to him, where he promotes the hot samosa product in the front, establishes his authority, and then people come back to him and say, how can we improve our couple's relationship even further after we've consumed your front-end product, at which point he's able to promote his his business building, which is network marketing at the back end. Okay, so I've got a short interview over there. I'm going to be having a much more detailed interview with him later this week. So what I want you to do is, I also want you to comment below this video so that you can be notified of the live stream. I want in. So if you're a network marketer, any kind of commission seller, like a mutual fund seller, real estate agent, or you're into Bitcoin, financial products or anything like that, then I want you to comment I want in, so that we can notify you later this week when we do a live interview. And that interview, he'll be able to unveil his entire model on how he was able to use a front-end hot samosa product and be able to generate a 6-figure income at the front end, where profitably he's bringing in hordes of customers from the internet, people who have never known him before. And these people not only pay him, after that they treat him like an authority, and he's going to be able to smoke his entire competition, outrank his upline and totally beat every other big conglomerate in network marketing, which could be other organizations, like Winning Team, like Team Sonu Sharma. All of these guys are essentially organizations that are into the marketing of information and education. You yourself can be at that position. So if you want to have the live stream, you want to have access to that live stream, you want to be notified, then you want to be commenting right below this video, which is I want in. Okay, and then I will see you there, and check out the detailed video at startupfrat.club/YouTube. I'll see you on the other side. Bye bye.